It's official, people. Serie B has got to be the most competitive and difficult league in the entire world. Even more difficult than the Premier League. Even more difficult than Serie A, just based on how we intend to play against them. 3 games against the newly promoted teams, 2 points out of 9. All of which, by the way, in the San Siro. You have got to be kidding me. You're going to tell me that I woke up at 5:30 in the morning to watch this? To get my blood pressure boiling without Fofana? Listen, the blood pressure was doing good for the last 3 weeks, even against the loss, even with the loss against Lazio. But today, no. Not first thing in the morning when I wake up. Not when I thought that the nightmare of Berardi Street was going to be done for because he wasn't playing. I was told that he wasn't going to play, and I was like, okay, I can rest in peace. I can sleep, happily without worrying without getting a nightmare. Except without the Freddy Krueger in my nightmares. I didn't even get Berardi in my nightmares, but I got the speed demon, the French speed demon, what I called, and I had to even remove it from my notes. I called this, I'm so sorry. I called this dude the Timo Adamola Lookman. I'm talking about Loriente. I had to scratch that out from the notes because he was getting cooked with the game. And we were getting the ball off of him like 4 times in a row. Salamakers took the ball off of him. And I called him the Timo Adamola Lookman. What have I done? What have I done? Let's get into it, people, before I lose my mind any further. I was planning to keep this video for the next 3 hours until I see the Inter Bologna outcome. I know Napoli dropped points, which is pissing me off because we could have been 3 points away from Napoli. Could have, opened that gap a little bit, but no. It's a newly promoted team, and I blame Allegri for this one. Listen, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Tactical banter, people. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, dislike, comment, whatever you guys want. I got some scouters in the last comments. I got a scouter telling me to worry about the French speed demon. I suck at speaking, but I don't know. I suck at speaking, but yet I have a YouTube channel where I talk. I was told to worry about the French speed demon, Loriente. This is verbatim, by the way. I got another comment telling me to worry about the captain of the Indonesia national team, Idzis. And they both put us in a spliff. Let's get into it. I have to say, first 15 minutes, we started out really well. Usually, first 15 minutes, we suck, we're ass. We just wait it out, perform badly, get away with it with no goals against us except for the last time around. But usually we play bad. This time we played good, and we conceded a goal. Out of nothing, out of absolutely nothing. A throw-in from us, mistake by Rabiot, little 1-2, easy as hell. Scores, beautiful ding by Ismail Kone, who I remember watching him in Copa America a couple of years ago with Canada. And I was surprised to see him in Serie A. Good for him, he's a good player. But then, even with that, first 75 minutes, what do I mean first 75 minutes? That doesn't make sense. The 75 minutes of the game, we controlled every single thing in that game. The passes we had. The defending, it was on them. The 1-2s, the touches, the crosses. The only thing that was missing was the final third, quality in that area, which we lacked. But we managed to score a goal by Davide Bartesecchi, who is the youngest defender in Rossoneri history to score a brace. Yet his night was, in my opinion, ruined. I'm sure he's happy as hell, but it should have been a win. It should have been a win. Good for him. Listen, everybody in this fan base has been applauding this young man because we've seen him the last couple of years do absolutely nothing. Get his microwave minutes at the end when Theo Hernandez gets out, like injured or something. This guy's been getting microwave minutes, popcorn minutes is what I like to call him. But now, all of a sudden, he's our number one and he's reliable. Every single time we see him, we say that he's growing. And today he grew tremendously. Not only did he grow He made history. Not one goal, not his first goal. Two goals in a game. Two, well, I mean, the second one was quality. Second one was Theo Hernandez-esque. I'm very happy for this young man. Well done. Hopefully, it's just a sample size for what's to come. I'm wishing he can do even better. I say, if we had an actual Giroud type of player up front, this guy would be crossing left, right, and center, and he'd get assists. But he can't do that because we don't have anyone in the center that can, have dominance in that area. That being said, I have to say something about Sassuolo, all right? These dudes, not only do they play hard on football, I ain't never seen anything like that. I've heard about parking the bus, people, okay? I have never heard about parking an 18-wheeler Walmart truck. They dudes, listen, people usually don't get out of their own half. These dudes didn't get out of their own box. They couldn't string two passes together, yet they drew 2-2. What on earth is this? You're going to sit here and watch this game again, and you're not going to see him. You're going to see Sassuolo carry the ball outside their own box. You're not going to see Sassuolo carry 3 passes together, not even with their own defenders, people. Yet they still got 2 points, still got 2 goals. And I'll tell you why. I have to say, though, Luka Modric, this was his worst game. This was his worst game. I mean, he had, 5, 6 corner kicks. The first couple, you see their goalkeeper. Not only is he not parrying them, he's collecting them. That's how dominant in the box he was. Listen, this dude looks like he's the antidote for Arsenal Football Club with the way he's collecting crosses. You want to stop Arsenal? This guy, get this goalkeeper. He can stop every corner kick. It took Modric until the final corner kick in the stoppage time to figure it out. Not to cross it, but to pass and play it out. Because everything he crossed today was collected by the goalkeeper. I don't know. I mean, not to mention, it was a lack of creativity with the plays that he did. Played the simple passes, either didn't play the pass, mistimed his pass, took too long to take his pass. It wasn't a good game by Modric. And that's actually kind of impressive if you think about it. I mean, we're 15 games in the league, and he has his first bad match today. That's actually impressive for a 40-year-old, which I don't really mention. I know everybody likes to say, oh, he's 40 years old. I don't care about that. Listen, I've been watching Serie A. Serie A OGs know that age is just a number, okay? It's just everybody around that's like, oh, he's 40. Oh, my God. What is it? Fine wine. Come on. All right. Anyway. Who else? Rabiot had a poor game as well. I think the first goal was a mistake by him. Not only that, he did a really good job at one point in the first half, getting the ball 1v1 with the goalkeeper, missing it not once but twice. Should have done better. Misplaced a couple of passes as well. I mean, he was okay generally, you could say, but overall, I mean, just based on the quality that he's shown since he's arrived, it was a bit of a step down to him. Salamancas played absolutely fantastic. The only issue today with Salamancas is his touch in the final third. Usually it's a lot better. Today it was very poor. I mean, he's making the wrong cutback pass, the wrong cross, overcross, undercross, simple cross, all kinds of crosses. Okay, I remembered my joke. I was going to say more crosses than a Catholic church, but it's not my joke. That's Expression Uzna's joke. That's where I kind of fumbled. Anyway, people. Yeah, that's it. We were playing well. Everything was doing good. Even Pulisic, he didn't score, but he had a good game. He was very involved. And Kuku, as usual, did absolutely nothing. I know he got an assist. Good for him. Get a stat. That's why stats really don't paint the full picture. But he didn't do anything today. Again, not surprised. Our defenders did okay, I guess, except for the 2 goals, which doesn't make sense for me to say. I mean, Tomori had a fantastic game, but on that goal, he got spun around like a Beyblade, man. That dude got, wow. He was around the world like Daft Punk, people. Man. But let's get into it. 75th minute. Everything's under control. We should have scored 2 more goals. Very soft refereeing as well, I have to say. This referee, my God, man, this guy whistles on everything. I blame Florian Wirtz on this Because ever since that Florian Wirtz, you know what, who squirts, ever since he flopped against Inter, this is what Sassuolo's been doing all game long. Just simple falling down without any contact, slipping and falling down, just going, ah, making a scene, drama classes, drama queens, Matic doing his dirty experience, let's say, antics, wasting time. Everybody was falling left, right, and center. 90% of those falls were not even fouls. Very soft refereeing, very soft refereeing. And even the goal, Pulisic's goal, I couldn't believe it. I thought it was an offside. It didn't even occur to me that there was a foul. I look at the replay. There was no foul. Someone explained to me. Ruben Loftus-Cheek did nothing. He just stood his ground. The other guy in front of him just did the oh, hold me, I'm fading. Get out of here, man. Grow up. This is Serie A. This is contact, physical. What do you want? Oh, my God. Anyway, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, I have to say he had a very good game. I always put out this argument. He's better than Fofana. He is better than Fofana. As you can see, 1 assist, almost scored, very involved in attack, very physical. Maybe defensively, we don't see him as much, but he adds a lot more, I think, in the attacking phase. And he's a little more, the ball's not going to go to row Z, okay? Just keep in mind about that. Then Loriente comes in. Allegri decides to get Pulisic out the game. If he's resting him, it's okay. I don't mind. Richie comes in, and they just decide to give him the ball. You're giving them the time when they couldn't even string 3 passes together. Why would you do that? Just suffocate them until the game ends. They're not going to get anything. But no, we just gave them the ball. We gave them, and they didn't even have a plan. They just said, give it to Loriente and let him do something. And by the way, we stopped this fella. We stopped this fella 4 times in a row. He couldn't do his 1v1. It looked bad. It looked like we got him, like he's locked up. And then all of a sudden, they just started staring at him. On the goal, by the way. They're staring at him. How about someone go attack him? Close him down just a little teensy-weensy bit, maybe? No, nothing. He just stood still, went back, scanned, did his thing, got his players into possession so they can play the play that they probably played in their training session. They did their 1-2, identical goal to the first one, and they score. Soft defending by De Winter. Like I mentioned, Tomori was spun around like a Beyblade. So soft. And not only that, we almost lost. This speed demon, again, hit the crossbar. Hit the post, sorry. I don't get it. Why do we keep doing this? We do this every single game. We get up by 1 goal. We refuse to make it 2 goals. And then we just sit back. Brother, just continue attacking. Nobody can take the ball off of you. Apologies, people. I got a little bit of an interruption going on. That's okay. We're back. Video's almost done, I promise. Yeah, Loriente. Hit the post. We almost lose. Blood pressure almost hits the 200 levels. Without even Fofana playing. We dodged that bullet. We're still here. We're still high up in the ladder. Napoli decides to lose, like I mentioned, which is unfortunate for us because we should have opened the gap. Inter's is probably playing right now. I didn't see. I'm not watching the match. I don't want to watch this match, man. I'm just too upset. And then we go to Saudi Arabia to play the Super Cup, which I believe we don't give a crap about, just based on how we manage this team. I blame Allegri. This needs to change, by the way. You need to cushion. You need to continue for 90 minutes going forward, okay? You can't, because we've proven that we can do this, okay? You can't just make a choice of defending 1-0 leagues. It's not going to always work. It works against the big teams. Good for you. I don't think it's sustainable. Clearly not against the Serie B teams, okay? So for God's sake, please, I beg you, next game, win by at least 2 goals. Can you do that for once? For just once? Win by 2 goals? I can't sit here and just watch 1-0s, 2-1s, and 3-2s, and watch us waste 7,000 chances and then decide to go back and just hope and pray that Pavlovic doesn't make a mistake and get the penalty for someone else or some crazy ass thing like that, man. Anyway, I'm done with my rant. What did you guys think about the game? Do you think it's a good result? Clearly not. Tell me in the comments below. I'm gonna go play some Witcher. Peace.